Hi, I'm TM Powell with CW44, and Who Wants to Be a Millionaire is heading into its 16th season, and they're changing things up in a big way. He's an athlete, he's a scholar, he's an actor, and at this point, he's just showing off with his new gig. Let me introduce the new host of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, Terry Crewes. How are you today, Terry?
What's up, TM? How you doing?
I'm doing really good, Terry. At one point, game shows dominated the TV landscape, but their numbers have decreased. In your opinion, what has allowed Millionaire to succeed and be one of the top game shows still on TV?
Well, you have to think back to in the beginning of television, quiz shows have been around ever since it was invented. So you're talking about, something that's really lasted as long as TV's been around. And everyone is interested because you want to see what you know. And the best thing about Millionaire is that even if you're a mathematician or a scholar, it gives you questions on pop culture. So if you don't know anything about Kanye West, you might have a problem. It's about the broad spectrum of knowledge, not just one particular, science or whatever. It's kind of all over the place, and it gives everybody a chance to win. If you know a little bit of everything, you might be a millionaire.
Now, Terry, you're a real high-energy guy, and you're a smart guy, too. How hard is it going to be for you not to blurt out the answers?
Oh, I don't know any of the answers. Wait, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a former NFL football player who had plenty of concussions. It's so hilarious. Those guys look at me like as if I could give them a clue, and I'm sitting there thinking, wow, I sure am hungry. I wonder what I'm going to eat tonight. There are no answers coming from me. I know very, very little about any answers. I don't know anything about the answers, but, sometimes I may take a guess just like everybody else. And it's funny because every time I watch the show and play the game along with a contestant, I learn something new every day. It's crazy.
Terry, what can we expect during the shows this season on Millionaire?
I have to imagine it is, if you can imagine an Old Spice commercial meets The Expendables, meets a game show, that's my Millionaire. There is dancing, there's explosions, there's there's a lots of peck popping, This is what I do. This is what I do. And we actually had to reconfigure the stage so that I could come and hug the people and get closer and stand up, because there's no way I could sit at a desk and just read questions. That's not what I was going to do.
Now, Terry, what were some of your favorite game shows growing up?
Wow, The Price is Right was one of my favorites. Let's Make a Deal, and Millionaire, of course. It was funny because even though I was already an adult by then, I remember it was a phenomenon. I remember when Regis would have the monochromatic tie and shirt and the whole deal, and I would watch every night. It was amazing. So to find myself in this position, is more than I could ever ask or dream, but it also gives me the same excitement that I had in the NFL. It's still a game, and we're here to play.
Terry, you're a Renaissance man. You've done all different types of things in life, but if you could have one thing, what would it be? A Super Bowl ring, an Oscar, or one of your paintings hanging in the Louvre?
Wow. You know what? I would probably have to go with the Oscar, to be honest. It's funny because I've been much more satisfied, I think, as an actor than I was as a football player. But what's so funny and what's so great is that being a football player made me who I am today. So there's no way I can really rule out all of it, but I think I just want to be the best at what I'm doing now. When I quit, there's going to be a time when I decide I'm not going to do Hollywood anymore. I'm going to move on. I'm going to do something else. And whatever else I'm going to do, whatever is the biggest award they're giving, I want that. If it was like, if there's a Farmer of the Year award and I decide to become a farmer, guess who wants the Farmer of the Year?
Terry, I'm a huge Marvel fan. One of my sponsors is Emerald City Comics in Clearwater. What do we have to do to get you the job as Luke Cage?
Wow, I just haven't, I'm waiting. Marvel, all Marvel has to do is call me. If any superhero franchise wants to call me and put me down, I'll put it in the schedule, man. We'll make time. I have no problem with that. I just haven't received any indication that that's something they want to do. So, but the good thing is, don't cry for me, because I'm doing very, very well, and it's all big, big opportunities keep coming, and they're coming like nonstop. So it's one of those things where, if it happens, great. If not, I'm moving on. I'm doing some other things. It's going to be great.
Well, I think you may have Disney's ear a little bit with your new gig, and I could tell you, I look at Luke Cage, and the first thing I think is, that is Terry Crewes right there.
Oh, thank you. And that's one of my favorite characters of all time. But, you know, it's one of those things where that decision is really not up to me. It's up to other people.
Well, I'll do my part as a fan. But, Terry, good luck as hosting in the new
You got
season
it.
of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. It'll be on Mondays through Fridays, CW44 at 9 a.m. We're looking forward to it. Have fun with it because you always do.
Oh, you got it, Tim. Thank you.
We'll be back with more 44 in the Town in a moment.